Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, a Course in Miracles introduction. This is a Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. This course can be therefore summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. I love the part wherein it says, love is present all the time, and it is just our perception and our thinking that blocks it. Much like the sunlight and the sun, sometimes it's just not seen. It's being covered by a curtain or a cloud, or it being on the other side of the world, but it doesn't mean it's not there. Love is always here. The mere fact that we're existing is love. The way your blood being pumped by your heart and the way your cells are being renewed and rebirth is through this love. I'd like to think of love as an intelligence that goes on beyond explanation and understanding. It goes beyond understanding. And if we can have that in mind, that there's something that is called love that is beyond understanding, that makes all things work, that is holding everything together, that will make sense in the end. I think we can go about our days with more trust, faith, and less anxiety and worry. Cut out the doubting and the questions, for even though you do not know the answers right now, all is being made before you. All is being worked on beyond your awareness or beyond your familiarity. Let's start with lesson 1. I'm already in lesson 31, but I decided to share these lessons at the beginning of the year because it's just so simple. It explains things very simply, much like the way mindfulness-based stress reduction is so simple. It cuts out all the spiritual words. It just goes straight to the point, and I find it really beneficial and relatable. Lesson 1. Nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place means anything. Now look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to whatever you see. This table does not mean anything. This chair does not mean anything. This hand does not mean anything. This foot does not mean anything. This pen does not mean anything. Then look farther away from your immediate area and apply the idea to a wider range. That door does not mean anything. That body does not mean anything. That lamp does not mean anything. That sign does not mean anything. That shadow does not mean anything. Notice that these statements are not arranged in any order, and make no allowance for differences in the kinds of things to which they are applied. That is the purpose of the exercise. The statement should merely be applied to anything you see. As you practice the idea for the day, use it totally indiscriminately. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not be ritualistic. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another as far as the application of the idea is concerned. Each of the first 3 lessons should not be done more than twice a day each, preferably morning and evening, nor should they be attempted for more than a minute or so, unless that entails a sense of hurry. A comfortable sense of leisure is essential. So take a moment to relax and just label the things in front of you. Right in front of me is a tumbler an air freshener, a book, and to not give meaning to it provides us a centeredness, a calmness, a peacefulness inside. Because once we exert energy, judgment, and identification outside of us, outwardly, we then become energetically attached to a thing if we put meaning to it. But if we identify them as meaningless first and really affirm that we are the ones who give meaning to a situation, a thing, or a person, this provides us enough space to have clarity, to move graciously, and to respond with greater awareness, to have a clean slate each moment. Each moment you can quieten the mind and to just say, this thought does not mean anything. This lighter does not mean anything. Now, if you wish to give it meaning, become a wise discerner of what meaning you're gonna give to it. Make sure it is life-affirming. Make sure it's not one of resent or hate. Make sure to connect to the love that is already present, because as it said in the intro, the purpose of this book is to remove the block between our perception and the love that is already present. The love that is already present is always happening even though we're not looking. Much like the sun, even though if it's covered by the clouds or it's on the other side of the world, sometimes it's covered by a curtain, it doesn't mean that it does not exist. And the love that we're pertaining to is the love that governs everything, the intelligence that make everything move, that makes everything happen, that everything happens for a reason. It is love. Sometimes we get attached to things that are lovable. We love things that are lovable when it's easy, but when it goes against our preference, we tend to shun it. We tend to project separation. We tend to put a block. And that is not the love that is being talked about here. The love that is being talked about here is all-inclusive. So nothing is really unlovable. It is just the meaning that you give to it. And go back to the exercise. It's neither a fortune nor a misfortune. Neither has meaning. Nothing has meaning. It is up to me to give it meaning, and what I give meaning to, I will give virtuous things to. I mean, I will project meaning that is one of love, that is one of truth, that is one of the love that is already there. Okay, I hope you grasp the meaning of this. Lightly grasp, not a tight grip. You got the meaning of the essence of the first lesson. Nothing I see in this room, on this street, means anything. This disempowers external forces. Okay? It disempowers the falsities or the delusions. Everything's an illusion. Sometimes we catch a person looking at us and we give it a bad meaning. But we don't really know. We don't really know the intention of the person. He or she might be admiring your hairstyle. And it is up to you to give meaning to what you see. I think that's the main lesson here. It's up to you to give meaning to what you see. But I'm looking for the word. But in all its essence, nothing really means anything. If you if you go down to the heart of the matter, nothing means anything unless you give it a meaning. Okay, we reached our 10-minute mark. I hope you enjoyed your time here. We're studying A Course in Miracles. This is also where the famous book of Marianne Williamson's A Return to Love is based out of. This is what changed her life, and I'd like to spread the word because it's pretty simple and it's a good reminder for me too. Thanks for hanging out in today's episode. Please share. Follow me on Instagram at MakePureThyHeart. We got new recipes at MakePureThyHeart.com. We got new articles at StartEarlyToday.com and on Substack as well as Make Pure Thy Heart. Shout out to Sarah Gogler at SnowTattoo.com. Tattooing since 2008, changing people's lives through amazing designs. Handmade, bespoke. Today we're working on some t-shirts that we will sell tomorrow. It will be available, limited hand-drawn Turbogoth t-shirts. Turbogoth Lucky is out now on Spotify and all streaming platforms. Give it a good listen. Create your own luck. That's what the song is about. And stay accountable. I'm gonna start coaching school in Feb 6th, 6, 7, and 8. An intensive course so I can be ICB certified. And I don't know. We'll see where that goes. It's about trying new things, studying new things. It's a lifelong learning and practice. Okay, I'm gonna go out and swing some kettlebells and do some push-ups as much as I can. What about you? Should give it a try. Try push-ups till you can't do it anymore, and then wait 20 minutes and do it again. And you'll surprise yourself. Namaste.